Good morning, good sunny morning, good sunny Tuesday morning in San Diego. Yes, you can see the sunshine here glinting against the tile. It is another gloriously sunny day in San Diego and my heart is full. However, I kind of wish I was at home because my brother sent me a picture of his garden the other day. I can't show you online. I might post it. Everything's covered in snow. And apparently it's lasted. The snow has lasted. He doesn't remember it snowing this early in the season in the UK before. So if you have family in that area, the Cotswolds, round the sort of in Gloucestershire, if you know someone there and you haven't heard from them recently, see if they're covered with snow too. Anyway, so it should be. We're coming up to, Christmas is less than a month away. I know it seems odd. Here I sit in short sleeves. Anyway, I think the short sleeves might be a bit optimistic just because the sun's shining. But then, anyway. So today we're discussing a really quite serious subject today. It is stamina. Now, I was going to plan ahead and very cleverly look up in the dictionary what stamina means. And I didn't. I got stuck on doing something else. So let's look it up. What does stamina mean in English? Yeah, that's good. So stamina means the ability to sustain prolonged physical or mental effort. The ability to sustain prolonged physical or mental effort. So I suppose most of us, when we think of stamina, think in terms of athletes, right? Especially people who do things like marathon running rather than your 100-meter sprint. Those athletes have to develop way, way stronger stamina. We would also think of stamina potentially in the context of somebody who was recovering from an injury and had to do lots of exercises that they wouldn't normally do in order to rebuild the strength to get that back. Generally, doing exercise is something that requires a lot of stamina, especially when you start doing something. My husband started walking up the mountain some time ago. It's not really a mountain, it's a hill, but it's pretty big and pretty rocky, and there's a very windy road up it. And when he started doing it, it was really hard work. And then it became much, much easier. Then he didn't do it for a couple of weeks and was about to go back to it and said before he went, or I said to myself before he went, this is going to hurt because he hasn't been for 2 weeks. And he came back and he said it was the best walk ever. So somehow he hadn't lost his gained strength from that. Anyway, that's another subject. I digress. So he had the stamina to keep pushing himself to go up the hill every day. But we think of stamina usually in the context of physical things. I mean, I can think of, for example, we watch quite, adventure movies, they're called. Not thrillers, but adventure movies. Steve loves those. And you get torture scenes periodically. And I've often wondered to myself whether in that context, it's a question of physical stamina or mental stamina. You can reply if you like to that question. Anyway, so that was a very long introduction. So for those of you who don't know me, and if you're joining us on LinkedIn, you might actually not have seen us before because we haven't been on LinkedIn very long. My name is Andrea Kuchin, and my company is myhomebiz.tips, right? And TIPS stands for tools and ideas that produce success. So I talk about tools, strategies, systems, ideas, books I've read sometimes, things I'm doing that are creating greater success than before. I have a Facebook group called Gain and Retain Clients, because ultimately in our business, that's what we want to do. We want to get more clients and we want to keep them longer, because clients who stay with us longer refer other people to us as well. And that is, I can't stress how much that's worth. In fact, I'm going to do the value of referrals, I think, one day. So I started broadcasting live in Facebook over a year ago. And I was doing interviews with people and I was talking. And then sometime back in June, I had been to a seminar, a live event, and somebody was talking about value. So I talked about value, and that opened a whole new thing. And since then, I've been talking about the value of things. The idea being that we know what they are really, but we forget how important they are and how valuable they are to our businesses, right? So that's my purpose, reminding us how important certain things are. And this time of year, and I've seen this right since I started in my business, my current business in the United States, which arguably would be about 12 years ago. That's when I actually started working from home properly, because my daughter, anyway, never mind. I had spent the first few years just focusing on her, and then I started focusing on business building. So a long time. And this happens every single season, every single winter season. People wind down. They start to not relax exactly, but they wind down their effort. They reduce the effort that they put into their day-to-day businesses. Partly, I must admit, because I'm dealing with women who often have children and have responsibilities for the holidays, more responsibilities than most men probably. Oh, please don't send me messages about being sexist. I don't mean that at all. That's just, I'm telling you about my experience. And my experience is that people wind down, sometimes before Thanksgiving, but definitely after Thanksgiving. It's almost as though they've put their effort in and now their focus is elsewhere. They're now thinking about the holidays. Maybe they're going away. Maybe they're thinking of planning for Christmas. They're buying gifts, all that kind of stuff. And that just takes their attention off their business. And then when they come back to work after the holiday, because invariably people take time off or work less or something or other, they come back and things aren't bouncy, things aren't big. They have to put a bigger effort now into waking things up and refreshing things and getting going in the new year. Now, my idea is that if they pushed through, if they made a prolonged effort through December as well, January would be easier for them, right? That's the stamina thing. Remember what the definition of stamina was again? Where was it? It's right here. The ability to sustain prolonged physical or mental effort. Now, I hope your business isn't a physical effort that you don't want to prolong, but I am asking you to put a little bit of prolonged mental effort into it. Don't slacken on it. Now, that doesn't mean spend lots more time and spend loads more hours. Doesn't mean that. If you've been following me over the last year or so, and in my writing before then you know that I'm really, really big on setting up systems and structures that make life easier to reduce stress and take time off, right? So one of the things that the systems that I set up allow you to do is focus on something else for a while, being away in the summer or getting ready for the holidays come December or whatever it is, taking a month off when it's your birthday, whatever it is that you want to do, which means that the prolonged effort doesn't require more actual effort of your own. It requires a little bit of effort in the setting up at the beginning, and then it'll run for you. So when I talk about stamina, what I actually mean is your ability to maintain the level of output of your business, even if you're taking your attention off actually doing the work and doing something else, right? So it doesn't mean that you physically or even mentally have to sustain your effort, but your business has to be set up in that way. So you need to have a virtual assistant, or you need to have automations in place that cover you, which you've probably set up already while we've been going through this process, right? If you need help on that, whoa, what am I doing? Okay, here, my home biz tips. You can reach out to me at Andrea@myhomebiztips. You can call or text me on 858-252-1190. You can go to our website, myhomebiz.tips. You can join our Facebook group, Gain and Retain Clients. Just go into Facebook and search Gain and Retain Clients. You can join us there, right? If you need help setting something up, I have a team of VAs. I have fantastic systems and ideas to show you. If you missed my Google video, go back to that, because there are lots of tools that you can use in Google that will help support you, little sort of semi-automated things, and work intensely. Spend 2 hours a day working in a really, really focused way instead of 4 hours a day in a slightly less focused way, or whatever your normal schedule is. It's totally okay to do that. The point is, the business needs to continue to run. That way, when you come back in January or after a break, it hasn't sort of slumped down, right? A body in motion stays in motion. I cannot remember where I heard that, and I don't know where it comes from. And if somebody else does, let me know, because I do want to give credit where credit is due. A body in motion stays in motion. Now, I've seen that. I even used to watch it when I was a kid after Sunday lunch. It was my mum and my gran who would carry everything to the kitchen, do the organizing, put everything away, do the washing up most of the time, stuff things in the dishwasher, and we'd try not to help because we were kids and we got roped in anyway. And what would my grandfather and my father do? They'd already been sitting down for some time. They would fall asleep. Now, I also read papers that talked about how there's something in meat that makes you fall asleep after Sunday lunch, because you usually eat more meat than you would under other circumstances. Yeah, maybe, but then we'd all eaten the meat. But the people who got up and moved were able to move, and the people who were motionless remained motionless. So I remember realizing that even when I was a kid. So if you are in motion, if your business is in motion, if it is doing something, however hands-on or not you need to be to make that happen, don't slow down now. Keep going, keep pushing, keep doing whatever it is you're doing. Your stamina, your ability to prolong your effort, keep it going. And then at the last minute, you can take your foot off the pedal. You can sit down, you can relax, you can enjoy your holiday. And then you can bounce back again really quickly into something that's been in motion all the time, right? So you just need a little bit more mental focus to gear you towards getting things set up in a way that will support you taking more time off or working fewer hours or whatever that looks like for you. And of course, for those of you who don't have any of those responsibilities or aren't interested in any of that, just keep going. Don't go out and party too much so that you're too hungover the next day to be able to deal with what you have to deal with. I don't know if we'll get partying this year. I've heard both sides. I've heard people say, no, I haven't been out for so long. It's not going to hurt me to stay home a little bit longer. And the world's gone crazy and I'm safer at home. And I've heard other people say, one Christmas not happening was bad enough. I'm going to party till I can't do any more. So whichever camp you fall into, keep the business stamina going. Keep your prolonged activities going. And then the new year will be so much easier. So that's it. That's my little sermon on stamina for the day. If you've got any questions, let me know. And if you want to know what I do, because this is just me chatting, right? This isn't actually me telling you about what I do or selling you anything or anything like that. And I do have things I can sell you. Go here. This is a page on the website, myhomebiz.tips/Andrea Kuchin. And there you'll see a little thing all about me. My introduction to what I do, showing you the products that I use, the things that I love, the things that I'm an affiliate for, and all the different opportunities for working from home that we provide. Okay, it's not just me, it's my business partner Robert as well, and a whole team of people, because I can't run every single kind of home-based business to explore how it works and enhance my skills, because I wouldn't have any time to do anything else. In fact, I wouldn't be able to do it. Do you know there's something like 3,500 MLM companies in the US alone, never mind the affiliate opportunities or the other income generating opportunities like the trading platforms and the Bitcoin stuff and the other affiliate things and the ClickFunnels stuff and VA services and all that kind of stuff. 3,500 at any given time on average, because you get old ones dying or being closed and new ones sprouting up. Anyway, so I can't test those on myself. So I have a team of people who are doing all sorts of other things. Sometimes I bring somebody in and we talk and I interview somebody. In fact, I think I've got an interview coming up relatively soon with a coach. Anyway, the stamina, the value of stamina. Don't slow down for the holidays. Keep going. It will make the beginning of the new year way, way better. And we do often come back into our businesses at the beginning of the new year with a kind of renewed energy, our resolutions, all that kind of stuff. It would be so nice if that energy could actually have you flying rather than scrabbling on the ground, trying to pick things up that have fallen or revive things that haven't been in motion. So keep them in motion. Make a prolonged effort. Just for a little bit more, just a few more days, 24 more days or something like that. This now being the 30th of November. Okay, that's it from me today. My name is Andrea Kuchin. This was My Home Biz Tips, myhomebiz.tips. Tips are tools and ideas that produce success, because I'm rooting for your success and my own, and we will get there together. As my business partner Robert says, I am following you all the way to the top. Okay, my friends, have a lovely rest of the week. Enjoy the weather wherever you are, whether you're kicking leaves around or sliding down snowy slopes or basking in the sunshine. See you soon. Bye-bye. do I do here now? I do this.